Okay, at the end, after I've explained to you, and we will go into, this will be the learning outcome. So we'll go into define property, plant, equipment, explain recognition criteria, explain the initial measurement, calculate the initial cost of PPE item, explain the subsequent measurement of the PPE, explain the subsequent cost. So apa yang saya nanti di hujung kita panggil apa ini, sharing session ataupun di hujung kuliah, kita akan ada a short quiz, just a short quiz, just to make sure kamu faham apa yang saya cakap hari ini enggak. Okay, so pastikan anda faham. Kalau kata di mana-mana tidak faham, you just can stop me. I don't mind. Kata sepanjang saya mengajar terlampau laju ataupun apa, stop me and tell on your mic and tell me what you want. Okay. Alright. So we'll start with the definition. Okay, definition. The definition of in Malaysia, we follow Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard MFRS 116. Jika di Indonesia digunainya IFRS kan? Betul tak?
PSAK in here, Bu Nazira.
So di sini kita menjurus ke MFRS 116. Tapi saya tengok dia tidak banyak beda pun. Tengok apa yang ditulis di sini. Tangible item help to be used in the product to others or for administrative and are expected to be used during more than one reporting period. Okay. Apa? Land and building, regardless of whether they are freehold, leasehold. So land, property. Okay. Plant. Non-current tangible asset that are directly used in the operation to earn revenue, such as factory, plant, and machinery. So di sini property selalunya land and building. Only land and building. Tanah dan juga bangunan. Bangunan mesti di atas tanah kan. So kedua-duanya bawah property. Plant apa-apa saja PPE yang selalunya kalau hendak senang, PPE apa-apa yang bermotor. Seperti mesin, logi, photostat machine, itu kita kategorikan bawah plant. Equipment kalau nak beda daripada plant, biasanya yang tidak bermotor lah. Untuk lebih mudah kita klasifikasikan. Other tangible non-current asset used in an administrative or supportive manner. So equipment ni biasanya kerusi, meja, kabinet, itu bawa equipment. Okay? Ataupun kadang-kadang ada juga yang company yang masukkan komputer, the set of computer as your equipment. Itu pun enggak salah. Okay, tapi untuk mudah diklasifikasi, kalau benda itu bermotor, kita letak bawah plant. Kalau tiada motornya, kita letak bawah equipment. Property, land mesti bawah property. Land and building mesti bawah property. Okey anak-anak, faham enggak?
Faham, Madam.
Okey. Okay, jika faham, kita tengok ni. Okay, this will be the classes. Apa ini? Machinery. Ini? Ship. Machinery bawah plant. Okay. Ship, kapal. Plant. Motor vehicle bawah plant. Okay. Aircraft, plant. Okay. Motor vehicle, also plant. What is this? A building, land and building, bawah property. Land, definitely bawah property. Office equipment, In the equipment. Furniture and fitting, also in the equipment. Okay, all right. So we'll go to the next part. If you can understand what I explained to you earlier, you can answer. Can you see this?
Welding.
A picture, right? A picture. Okay. What I want to do you to do now, you name me what type of PPE that you can see in this picture.
Building.
Building, yes. Ada banyak building di sini. Apa lagi?
Property.
Property. Transport. Okay, ini. Motor-motornya. Apa lagi? Ada building, ada motor, ada lori lah kan. Ini kita panggil lori. Apa lagi? Okay. Ini buildingnya di sini. Satu building, lori. And don't forget of the land. Building mesti di atasnya tanah. So kita ada three types of building, three types of PPE here. Okay, alright, next. Apa yang ada di sini?
Komputer.
Equipment parts.
Equipment.
You ada komputernya di sini. So komputer lagi?
Machinery.
Machinery, yes, your machine here. Any more?
Building plan. Building
Plant,
line.
this will be the plant.
Building.
Building, I can't see any building. Or you want to consider the whole part here as a building. Okay, it's not wrong. What else? Don't forget of the cabinet here, the chair, the table. This will be under apa?
Equipment.
Equipment. Equipment will be all this. Apa? Furniture. Clear? Okay tak? Understand?
Understand.
All right. So we'll go on. Okay. Recognition criteria. So how are you going to recognize the PPE in the financial statement? Okay. So in IFRS, we want to know how you recognize. Okay. How are you to recognize the PPE? Bila masanya hendak record. Okay. PPE shall be recognized as an asset when it is probable that future economic benefit associated with the item will flow to the entity. Okay, it will flow to the entity. And then the cost of the item can be measured reliably. Okay, I'll go into detail a little bit here. So probable economic benefit, the degree of certainty of this benefit received by the entity when you transfer the risk and reward to the entity. Risk and reward, company beli dan sudah transfer. Bila sudah transfer, how are you going to use the asset or the PPE in order for you to earn revenue? Okay, kena earn revenue as I explained to you earlier. Dia kena asset PPE yang beli mesin atau sebagainya. How are you going to use the machine to give you profit untuk nak dapatkan untung salesnya, okay? And then cost can be measured reliably. So an exchange transaction can clearly determine the cost of the PPE, okay? Especially in the purchase of PPE by cash. So kamu kena tahu kosnya berapa. Mesin ini berapa kosnya? RM10,000, for example. Kena boleh letakkan berapa nilaiannya. Itu baru cost can be measured reliably. Kalau ada satu item you tidak tahu kosnya berapa, itu tidak boleh dikira sebagai tidak boleh dimasukkan bawah PPE. Mesti ada cost can be measured reliably, especially if you want to recognize an asset. Okay? Initial measurement, bila sudah recognize and so on, how much, what measurement will you use? So initial measurement is at cost. Apa itu initial measurement? initial measurement pada tahun pertama. Biasanya pada semasa beli dan pada tahun yang pertama. Okay, tahun pertama kita tidak diberi pilihan. Mesti the measurement must be at cost. It must be at cost of whatever PPE that you have. Especially for asset also, it must be at cost. Okay, so PPE, whether purchased, constructed, or exchanged, is measured initially at cost. Okay, and the cost is the fair value at time of acquisition, construction, or exchange. Di sini kita gunakan fair value. The cost must be at fair value. Okay, so initial cost. Ini jangan confuse ya. Ini initial measurement. Ini initial cost. Okay, apa itu initial cost? Cost incurred before the asset is ready for use to bring the asset into the present location with proper working condition and intended use as deemed by the management. So, kamu beli aset. Katalah beli bangunan. Apa lagi kos yang patut ada? Bukan bangunan, susah sikit. Kita tukar. Kamu beli aircon for example. Okay, to make the aircon work, what should you put in? Kena install. Kalau beli aircon letak dalam kotak, dia tak akan sejuk. Okay, kamu kena install. Nak install, kena incur cost. So, the installation will be the initial cost. If not, you cannot put the asset into its present location and working condition. You know, it won't work. Okay, so kena ada kos-kos yang patut masuk. Dan kos-kos itu kita panggil initial cost. Initial ni maksudnya permulaan lah, kos permulaan. So element of cost, purchase price including import duties and after deducting trade discount and rebate. So purchase price kena tolak discount. Kalau diberi discount kena tolak, tidak boleh dimasukkan. Okay, and then you have any cost directly incurred bringing the asset into working condition, location, and intended use. For example, site preparation cost, delivery cost, installation cost, professional fees to architect or engineers, and ada banyak lagi. Okay, ini sebahagian daripadanya. Okay, dia kalau kata nak faham senang, kalau kos itu tidak ada, mesin tu boleh berfungsi enggak? Begitu. Kalau kata ada dah dibeli, ada di kedai, hendak bawa dari kedai ke tempat kamu, perlu ada delivery ke transportation cost. Kalau ada kena, kalau tidak PPE itu tidak sampai ke tempat kamu, so delivery cost will be the initial cost. Okay? Alright, so this is the initial cost of purchase asset. With the initial cost of purchase asset do not include all this. So kita tidak boleh masukkan. Kalau ada kena keluarkan. Kalau sudah dicampur kena keluarkan. Okay. Administrative and general overhead expenses. Okay, ini tidak boleh dimasukkan. Startup and pre-production. Any startup cost you cannot put in. You cannot include in. Cost of training employees to use the asset. Beli aset, untuk nak mahirkan, kena hantar pekerja untuk training. Tapi tidak boleh dimasukkan. Tapi tanpa training, aset itu mungkin tidak dapat digunakan. Tapi kenapa tidak boleh dimasukkan kepada aset tersebut? Kenapa kita tidak boleh masuk? Sebab training tidak memberi any added value to the asset, tapi added value to your employees. So employees is not part of PPE. So we cannot include as initial cost in PPE. Okay. Ini exchange transaction differences. Relocation cost. Perlu dipindahkan ke tempat lain. Kalau perlu dipindahkan je. Initial nak bawa dari satu tempat ke tempat kamu, okay. Nak pindah, tidak boleh dimasukkan as initial cost. Okay, kita tengok satu example. Okay. Let's say you have this. On 1st January 2021, company ZZ ordered a machinery from a Japanese company. The machinery was delivered on 31st January 2021. Okay, you ordered this date. Order, ini tarikh order. Okay, ini tarikh sampainya. So ada di business you pada 31st January. The invoice price was $300,000, okay? And 1% trade discount is given. Other costs incurred as follows. So ini cost-cost lainnya. Okay, ini semuanya ni cost-cost yang lain. Okay, ini cost-cost yang lain lah. Beside the 300,000. Beside the 300,000 here. Determine the initial cost of the machinery, and then what else? List the expenses that are written off in 2021. Okay, kita tengok satu-satu di sini. Import duties patut dimasuk enggak dalam initial cost? Patut masuk enggak?
Yes.
Yes, ini masuk. Delivery cost patut masuk ke tidak?
Masuk. Yes.
Masuk. Installation and commissioning cost?
Yes.
Yes. Administrative cost in processing and inspection?
No.
No. Admin cost. Ada nama admin cost, you cannot put in. Startup and pre-production cost. Should you put in
No.
this? Also no. So ada berapa item yang boleh masuk dalam initial cost? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Jangan lupa atas ini ada purchase price. Okay. And then let's look into the solution. Purchase price, jangan lupa di sini adanya trade discount. So trade discount kena tolak. Alright. And then kita masukkan yang lain-lainnya. Totalnya berapa? Boleh bagi tahu saya nak tulis di sini. How much will be the total here? Total of initial cost that you have here. Berapa anak-anak? Ada yang kira tak?
326,000.
3 to 6,000. Okay, let us look whether your answer is correct or wrong. Okay, good. Correct. Alright, so we go to the next part. Okay, expenses that are written off in SOPL. Okay, admin cost tadi dengan startup cost. The company already incurred the cost. So kalau kata tak masuk dalam initial cost, di mana nak letak? Duitnya sudah keluar. Mesti kena record. Okay, so we'll put in the statement of profit or loss. Okay, there will be the two items. Admin cost and also the startup cost of 5,000 and 10,000. Okay. All right. So the journal entries will be like this. The one in the initial cost, you will debit the machinery, credit the bank. And then the one in the SN expenses will record as debit administrative cost and credit your bank. Okay, admin and debit your startup cost. Okay, whatever amount that you have here, credit your bank. Okay, anak kelas. Boleh faham ke tidak? Adakah saya laju? Ataupun bahasa saya tidak dipahami?
Faham, Madam.
Okay, terima kasih. Kita pergi ke bahagian yang seterusnya. Okay, we'll go into the next part. Example 2, self-constructed PPE. PPE yang tadi adalah yang bila kita beli at cash. Ini sekarang ni kita hendak buat bina daripada kosong. Okay, self-constructed. Kita bina sendiri. For example, we have this construction of company W. New store. Okay, construction new store began on 1st January 2021. The following costs were incurred on the construction. So these are the costs that incurred in order for you to build up a new store. Okay, store was completed on 1st November 2020 and brought into use its grand opening on 31st December 2021. So you are required to determine the initial cost of the store above as 31st December 2021. Okay, mari kita tengok sama-sama. Apa yang patut masuk, apa yang tak patut masuk. Freehold land, patut masuk enggak?
Masuk.
Masuk. Architect fees. Patut dimasuk dalam initial cost ataupun tak perlu?
Tidak.
Architect fees. Tidak. Kalau tak ada architect fees tu, boleh ke kita bina bangunan?
Masuk, madam.
Masuk, patut masuk. Sebab tanpa architect fees, you cannot build up the store. Dia tak akan bagi permission. So, kena masuk. Site preparation. Site preparation, there's the tapak. Penyediaan tapak. Tapak untuk bina store. Masuk enggak?
Masuk.
Masuk. Materials. Material macam cement. Masuk. Direct labor cost. So the name direct here will tell you. Should you put in or not? Direct labor cost.
Masuk.
Masuk. Legal fees. Legal fees masuk tak?
Masuk.
Masuk. General overhead.
No.
Enggak.
So general overhead is a no. Because general overhead, you tak tahu berapa banyak yang pergi ke store. Mungkin general overhead dia guna untuk electricity for example. Mungkin dia guna untuk pejabat. Okay, part of it will go to the office. So you don't know how much directly to the store. So you cannot put in. Okay, so how much will it be? So this will be the initial cost of the store. So how much will it be here? You total up the whole part to see the total initial cost here. How much will it be? Anyone doing the calculation? Give me the answer. I want to put it here. Ada tak? Ada tak yang mengira? Ada tak? Sudah lari ke semuanya? Initial cost, total initial cost 28 juta 170,000. Sama enggak jawapannya? Sama. Okay. Kita journal entries. So debit your building sama macam tadi juga. Yang mana masuk initial cost will go to the building. Okay, store is a building. Credit your bank. And then the general overhead will go to SOPL and also credit your bank. Okay, next part. Subsequent measurement. So subsequent measurement will be the measurement after the initial. So initial will be the first year, second year above will be the subsequent. So subsequent measurement for PPE, we have two approaches. Okay, the two approaches is the cost model. Other the company want to choose, this one is will go to the entity itself, whether they want to choose the cost model or the revaluation model. But once the company chose one of it, let's say they decided to use the revaluation model, they have to consistently use the revaluation for a certain yes. Dia tak boleh every year tukar-tukar selang-selang. Tahun ni cost, tahun depan revaluation yang kembali semula ke cost, itu tak boleh. It must be for a certain years. Kalau nak tukar pun boleh, tapi for a certain years with a reason why you want to change. Okay, so these two model that you can use for measurement for subsequent costs. Okay, and then what is the cost model? An item of PPE shall be carried at cost less any accumulated depreciation, less any accumulated impairment losses. So formulanya akan jadi macam ini for the carrying amount. So kita panggil carrying amount because it already referred, it will be the second year onwards. So cost tolak accumulated depreciation, tolak accumulated impairment losses. And then for the revaluation model, an item of PP shall be carried at revalue amount. Fair value less any subsequent accumulated depreciation less any subsequent impairment losses. So the formula will be like this. subsequent. It is the same, except for this is you already calculate at cost, accumulated depreciation. This one subsequent accumulated depreciation, because the value of the PPE might increase or decrease depending on the revaluation made by the company. Okay, so the formula will be like this. Okay, you will less the accumulated depreciation and less also the impairment loss. And then we'll go into the subsequent cost. Okay, what is the subsequent cost? Cost incurred after asset is started being used. You already being used for the first year. First year kita dah guna. Tahun pertama dah guna, sambungan tahun kedua. Apa lagi? Dah tahun kedua sudah guna setahun, tahun kedua. Apa lagi kos-kos yang perlu kita masukkan dalam PPE tersebut? Costs that continue to incur over their useful life to maintain or repair the asset, to replace one of component, or to upgrade or to improve the performance of the asset. Bila kita dah guna setahun, kadang-kadang ada rosak, ada macam-macam. So second year you kena repair. That will be the subsequent cost. Okay, so subsequent cost. In this subsequent cost, we have two types of expenditure. Capital expenditure. So this capital expenditure generally used to improve the company's capacity of efficiency, and it will be given an added value or add-on or enhanced value to the PPE. Kalau sebelum letak alat ini, PPE-nya kurang production. Letak satu alat, dia jadi produksinya bertambah. That will be capital expenditure. Okay, ada added value to the PPE. And then another one will be the revenue expenditure. So this revenue expenditure is just like your normal expenses. Okay, expenses yang incur every month, every year, and so on. Expenditure which are to ensure the asset are operating at their working order. So this one will be expense of to profit or loss. Just macam kita record kita punya daily expenses. Masuk dalam profit or loss. Penyata untung rugi. Okay? Alright. We'll go to the next part, which is accounting for depreciation. After calculating for the initial cost and so on, second year kalau ada subsequent which give the added value and so on, we will have to charge depreciation. Okay, so depreciation will come, the calculation of depreciation will come from the initial cost. Kalau kata first year, initial costnya berapa, sambungan nak kira depreciation, kita sambung. So here, I will touch on define depreciation, explain factors affecting depreciation, explain the depreciation method. Right? So what is depreciation? Depreciation is an allocation of depreciable amount of an item of PPE over its estimated useful life. Okay? And then a measure of the consumption, wear and tear, decline in value due to technological excellences, passage of time, as the PPE is used up in the ordinary course of business. Biasalah kalau kita beli satu mesin. Tahun pertama memang bagus. Tahun kedua mungkin dia akan rosak. So this is the wear and tear. So kita kena provide depreciation. So depreciation is a general yang akan bagi aset tersebut kurang value-nya. Okay, that is the general punya terms lah. Factors affecting. So these are, I just name you 4 factors. It might be more than that. Okay, physical factors, wear and tear, which may reduce the performance capability of the asset. So physical, the wear and tear. Guna selalu cepat karat. Daripada productionnya laju jadi slow, katakanlah mesin kan, jadi kurang lajunya. Itu is the wear and tear, physical factors. Technological factors, advancements of new technology which may render the asset obsolete in terms of the goods that is produced as of services of its provide. So technology. Okay, sekarang ni banyak benda yang teknologinya hari-harinya bertukar. Komputer, handphone and so on. Benda tu beli hari ini, besok dah jadi lain. Okay, kalau you nak jual yang benda yang beli hari ini, dia dah jadi kalau teknologinya tidak sama, orang mungkin tidak mau beli. Tidak mau beli kalau kata you nak jual. Okay. Economic factors, changes in market perception and demand which may cause the product produced by asset to be uncompetitive in the marketplace. So satu ketika dulu produk ini memang laku. Sekarang ni sudah tak ada orang nak beli. So that will be the demand. The public won't demand for the product anymore. So it will be part of the factors affecting. And then the legal factors, fixed lease period or right to asset limited by time, which limit the useful life to the expiry date. Certain asset yang kita dah kata, okay, you lease for 5 years. After 5 years, definitely the asset as compared to the first day, already year 5, pasti ada perubahannya. Paling-paling ketara, pengurangan. Dia sudah kurang laju and so on lah. Okay, so these are the 4 factors. Methods, straight line method. Okay, straight line method allocates the cost of PP evenly to accounting period during the useful life. So formulanya untuk nak straight line method, cost less residual value divide by useful life. And then the second method will be reducing balance method. Reducing balance, kita di sini menggunakan reducing balance method. Kalau kata ikutnya hari itu masa Boris bagi tahu pelajar-pelajar kami is the diminishing reducing balance method. Diminishing balance method ataupun accelerated, sama saja, sama. Okay, cuma di sini kita panggil reducing balance method. Formulanya will be rate kali dengan net carrying amount. Okay, for example, I have this example. An equipment with cost of 110 is expected to have a useful life of 5 years, residual value of 10,000. Calculate the depreciation each year in 5-year period using the straight line method for A, and then we'll go into reducing balance method for the second part. Okay, come. You take out your calculator, you take out your pen, help me along to do this. Let's say if you have this straight line method. Okay, straight line method for first year, how much is the depreciation? Okay, I put the question here so that easier for you to do the calculation. And then this will be the formula. Okay, what will be the first year here? What will be the first year answer?
20,000.
20,000, very fast, very good. Okay, this will be the 20,000 for the first year. As it is a straight line, evenly distributed until year 5. So until year 5, this will be the amount of depreciation allocated. So the total accumulated depreciation for straight line method of this machine is 100,000. Okay, so yang merah-merah ni jika dicampur is the total accumulated depreciation. We'll go to the next part. Next part will be the reducing balance method. Okay, reducing. What will be the rate just now? Anyone can remember the rate of the reducing balance method? Tak ingat? Okay, tak apa. 38.1. Okay, and the formula is this. Try to get me the first year. How much is the depreciation charge under reducing balance method for the first year? Anyone? Formulanya di sini. Cuba kirakan. Anyone? Ada sesiapa yang mengira? Boleh ke tak? Boleh ke tak boleh? Okay, I help you. For the first year is this. First year, 110 times 38.1. So the depreciation charge is 41,910. Betul? Sama tak? Okay, for the first year. Second year, what you should do, you have to take up, because it will be the net carrying amount. So the net carrying amount, so this will be the cost less depreciation charge in year 1. Baru kali dengan 38.1. Okay, so that does. Boleh? Okay?
Excuse me, madam. Sorry, I
Yeah,
want to ask.
alright.
So
Okay.
for the 110 for the equipment, it's
Yeah.
not we have to minus or less with the 10,000.
Residual value.
Yeah.
Oh no, for
Apakah
reducing
perlu
balance
100?
method, we don't reduce the, we don't minus the residual value. For reducing balance method,
Oh, just
we
only
only,
use for
for reducing balance method, we don't reduce the 100,000. We don't reduce the 10,000.
All right, madam.
That is only
Thank you.
meant for straight line method.
All right.
Clear? All right. Good for asking a question. All right. Next part will be, so next year, the third year will be, the third year here, it will be the net carrying amount. Okay. So ambil ni, tolak dengan 25. Okay. And it remain, and the total here will be 100,000. This will be the depreciable amount. Right? Okay. Next. So for the first year, statement of financial position. Di Indonesia, statement of financial position apa dipanggil? Ini balance sheet. Balance sheet di sana apa dipanggil? Are you also using financial position ataupun memang di
Keuangan.
Sorry?
Laporan posisi keuangan.
Posisi keuangan. Okay. Alright, so I learn new thing here. Laporan posisi keuangan. Okay, in English is a statement of financial position. Alright. So for the first year, straight line will be 100. The equipment is 110 less the accumulated depreciation because it's meant for first year 20,000. So the carrying amount is 90. And then the reducing balance method will be again, and then take the first year punya depreciation. So if you use the different method, the carrying value will be different. That is why if you stick to one method, if a company plan to take the straight line method, it must be consistent. Okay, for a number of years. You cannot change frequently. Okay, anything to ask?
Puan Nazira,
Yes.
can you show the journal entry for depreciation expense?
Journal entries. Okay, journal entry. Okay, saya sekejap na. Journal entry will be, saya tulisnya di sini, okay? Boleh nggak tulis di sini nah? Debit, depreciation, credit, accumulated depreciation. So untuk first year, debit, depreciation 90,000, accumulated 90,000. Sorry, it's not 90,000. This is 20,000 here. This is for the first year. For the second year, you will debit, this is year 2, okay? Debit, depreciation, 20,000, credit, accumulated depreciation for straight line. Okay, for reducing balance, you will replace the 20,000 to 41,910. Okay, class. Anything that you want to ask? Okay? Say something. Because if you don't say something, I cannot move on. Class, are you still with me?
Ada soalan?
Ada soalan ke tak?
Madam, sorry, can you repeat it again? Because signal here is like, you cannot hear
Sorry? You cannot hear me?
Ya.
Oh, you cannot hear me.
Ulang semula.
Ulang semula di bahagian mana?
dari yang tulisannya Madam itu yang BEP akun departemen itu Madam.
Saya tidak dengar. Saya kurang dengar. Apa dia yang nak suruh saya buat ni? Nak ulang bahagian mana?
Which slide? Which slide?
Which slide? Slide ni ke? Slide ni ke? Which one?
Is it this slide? Olivia.
Saya boleh ulang tapi saya tidak tahu nak ulang yang mana.
Signal Olivia kurang. Dia tak dengar tadi bahagian mana. So I think this part, the
This part,
depreciation.
okay. Kalau kata, okay, kita mulai di sini. Kita mulai di sini. Okay, untuk reducing, untuk straight line, dia akan sama. Setiap tahunnya sama. Untuk reducing balance, first year will be this. Kita kena kira, first year 110, equipmentnya cost is 110 kali 38.1. Okay, and then untuk second year will be 110 tolak dengan depreciation. So kali dengan 38.5. It will be the net carrying amount. Okay, untuk seterusnya tahun also the net carrying. You have to get the net carrying amount dulu baru kali dengan 38.5. Okay? Boleh? Boleh ke di situ? Is it okay?
Okay, Madam.
All right. And then the statement of financial position, and I miss out the double entry. Okay, so the double entry, I put it in writing. Okay, all right. Can I go to the next part?
Yes, Madam.
All right. So the next part will be taken over by my friend, Madam Kartini. Okay. So we'll look into what Madam Kartini want to tell you. Okay. Saya masih di sini ya. Kalau ada apa-apa nanti nak tanya di penghujung masih boleh. Okay. So I stop sharing. Madam Kartini, I will take up the session.
Okay, sorry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Masih boleh proceed or you need a break? Okay, I give 2 minutes break. Is it okay? All right. So 2 minutes break from now. Okay, come back. We will continue 10:08. All right. Sorry, 9:08. Indonesia time. All right. 9:08. Okay. Share slide. Okay. Okay, let me proceed with session 2. Okay, my name is Nur Kartini Muhammad Rozi. You can call me Madam Kartini. All right. Boleh dengar ya?
Dengar, Madam.
Dengar, Madam.
Okay. Jelas ya?
Ya, jelas.
Right, good. Okay. Okay, we will continue with the next topic, okay, on derecognition or disposal of property, plant, and equipment. All right. Okay, here is the learning outcome for this topic. Okay, at the end of this session, students should be able to define derecognition or disposition. Number 2, able to explain the derecognition criteria of to explain two derecognition criteria, sorry. And number 3, able to prepare journal entries on disposal of property, plant, and equipment. Okay, under derecognition, all right. Okay, point number 1 is when derecognition of an asset is when the asset is removed, okay, from the entity statement of financial position. Remove means that dikeluarkan daripada fixed asset register from the penyata statement of financial position, okay, in bahasa in English, all right. Okay, point number 2, okay, when the derecognition or the disposition, okay, occur, it requires removal of both the gross carrying amount and the accumulated depreciation of the PPE item from the entity's accounting record from the books. All right. So there are 2 compulsory item that we need to remove from the books. Gross carrying amount of the asset of the PPE and the accumulated depreciation of the PPE, property, plant, and equipment. So there are 2 derecognition criteria, all right. Number 1, okay, the carrying amount of the property, plant, and equipment item is derecognized is upon disposal, meaning that upon sales of the asset, bila asset itu dijual, okay, dijual dan ia perlu dikeluarkan terus daripada fixed asset register, okay, from the records. Okay, or when no future economic benefits are expected from its use or disposal. Ini bila aset itu sudah tidak aktif digunakan lagi oleh business dan tidak dapat generate income to the business. Alright, ia perlu dikeluarkan daripada fixed asset register. Okay, now let's move to the example 4 here. Alright. Untuk lebih jelas, kita akan lihat example 4. Okay, company B motor vehicle costing of $150,000, okay, with the accumulated depreciation of $100,000 was sold for $70,000. So according to the standard prescribe that, okay, when the disposal, okay, take place, then the company, the entity need to calculate any differences in the sales proceed received and with the net carrying amount at the date of disposal. So the difference, okay, the difference in the sales proceed, okay, from or the cash received from the disposal will be the gain or loss. Okay, gain or loss on disposal on derecognition of the asset. Okay. So how to record gain or loss? Okay, gain or loss is recognized in the profit or loss statement. Okay, recognized in the profit or loss statement. Okay, please help me to calculate. Okay, what is the formula to calculate the gain or loss? Is the difference between net disposal proceed and the net carrying amount. Okay. Okay, help me to calculate gain or loss on disposal for example 4. Okay, so we identify here number 1 is 150,000 is the cost of the asset. Okay, number 2 is the accumulated depreciation. Okay, is 100,000, and number 3 is the sales proceed. Okay, the sales proceed. Cash received from disposal of the asset. Okay. So what is the formula to calculate the gain or loss? Okay, you need to calculate the difference in the amount. Okay. So disposal proceed. Okay, how much is the disposal proceed? Anyone can identify the disposal proceed here? The sales proceed. Disposal proceed is the sales proceed. Is it 150,000? Is it 100,000 or the 70,000?
The 70.
Okay, the 70,000 here. Okay, now calculate the net carrying amount. What is the formula to calculate the net carrying amount?
Costing.
Cost minus?
Accumulated depreciation.
Yes, good. All right. Accumulated depreciation. Okay, cost here is 150,000. Accumulated depreciation?
100,000.
100,000. So net carrying amount is
50.
50,000. Okay, can you calculate the difference? How much is the different amount?
20,000.
20,000. So different is 20,000. Is positive or negative value? Positive or negative value? Is the 20,000. Positive, right? Okay, if positive value, so when the disposal or the sales proceed more than the carrying amount, then what is the results? Gain or loss?
Gain.
Gain. All right, it is a gain on disposal. If the result is the negative value, there will be loss on disposal. When we compare the sales proceed with the net carrying amount, the result is negative. The sales proceed is less than net carrying amount, there will be loss on disposal. So I put note here, gain is when sales proceed, okay, more than carrying amount. Loss is when sales proceed less than the carrying amount. Okay, so you need to know. So where we should record gain on disposal? In the profit or loss as income. Okay, as income. Okay, and loss on disposal we recognize as expense. All right, expense in the profit and loss statement. Okay, here is the answer. Any question? Okay. Ya.
Masih badai.
Aku pengen itu. Aku mau nanam orang ini. Nggak boleh main pasir.
Any question?
Udah.
Ada
Madam.
ya.
Kayak jenang.
Alifia?
No, madam.
All right. So I proceed, right? Okay, so this is 20,000 gain on disposal of the asset, right? Because the disposal or sales proceed more than the net carrying amount. Okay, when we calculate gain or loss, then the recording. Okay, recording. Okay, how to record gain on disposal in the books? Okay, journal entries it required. Okay, debit bank account because there is an increase in the asset. Okay, 70,000, the sales proceed. Okay, debit accumulated depreciation. Why we need to debit accumulated depreciation? Because we need to remove the accumulated depreciation of the disposal asset of 100,000. Okay, and credit the motor vehicle, the cost of the disposal asset, 150,000, and credit profit and loss, okay, to record gain on disposal of 20,000. All right. So we recognize it as income in the profit and loss statement. Okay, what if the situation here it is a loss on disposal? So what is the journal entry to record loss on disposal? All right. So the difference here is the debit entry. Okay, before this, on the gain on disposal, credit profit and loss statement with gain on disposal, and then for loss on disposal, we need to debit. Okay, debit entry for loss on disposal. All right, and other entries will be remain the same. Debit bank to increase the asset account. Debit accumulated depreciation to eliminate or remove the accumulated depreciation of the disposal asset, and credit motor vehicle to remove the cost of the disposal asset. All right. Okay, any question on the disposition or disposal of the PPE, property, plant and equipment item? And anything that you would like to ask? Very simple example, right? Okay, here is the references for the slide. Okay, using Malaysian textbook as well as the standard. Okay, Malaysian standard, accounting standard. Okay, from the MASP website. Okay, so the next session will be 10 minutes quiz. Okay, before quiz, okay, let's recap the lecture slide here. Okay, first is on definition, right? Okay, next on the types of the property definition on property, plant and equipment. Okay, next is on the classes of the property, plant and equipment. Okay, skip. And next will be on the recognition criteria. All right, recognition criteria. There are 2 recognition criteria. Okay, next is on the explanation on probable of the economic benefits and cost can be measured reliably. The next slide is on the initial measurement. Okay, followed by the initial cost. Okay, then we have elements of cost here, right? Okay, which involve the purchase price and direct costs. Okay, then cost not to be included, all right? Subsequent measurement. Okay, and then subsequent costs. followed by accounting for depreciation. Okay. Definition of depreciation, factors affecting depreciation. Next will be depreciation methods. All right, we have two methods, straight line methods and reducing balance method, explained by Puan Nazira. And then last part will be on the disposal or de-recognition of property, plant and equipment. Okay, so for 10 minutes quiz, okay, we have assessment for quiz, okay, for 10 minutes. Right, let me share link with you here in the chat box. Any question before quiz?
No, madam.
All right, okay. Let's try, yeah. Stop sharing. Okay, try click the quizzes link given in the chat box. Okay, try to answer. There are 10 question, multiple choice question and true false question only. All right. Any problem, let me know, right? So quiz until 9:35, right? 9:35, 10 minutes, 9:35. Okay, good luck. Okay, all the best. Okay, we have Cinta Fiska here. Total 10 question only, right? Later we will look at for the review of the assessment or the quiz. Okay. Lecturer, you would like to try? It is a live score, right? Okay, we still have time. 80 done. Participant, students number 100 plus, right? 81 players. Okay, we have top scorer here, 10 question, 10 over 10, all right? Sudah siapkah semua? Are you done? Belum lagi nih, ada lagi nih. One done. Okay, you can see the score here. All right, highest score is to how to call this name nih? Top scorer. All right, Revi, Chelsea or Chelsea. Muhammad Rizki Ramadan. Revi, all right. Okay, congratulations. Masih diteruskan lagi ya. Ada lagi yang belum siap. Belum complete. So 94 done, right? 94 done. Okay, thank you. All right, for your participation for the quiz, okay, assessment. Okay, let's review the question here. Okay, question number 1. Okay, question number 1, which of the following item qualifies as the property, plant, and equipment? 57 correct answer, 36 incorrect. Which one? Ravi, the correct one. What is the correct answer? A building used in the production for more than one accounting period. Betul, Ravi?
Betul.
Okay, A, right? Okay, number 2. Which of the following would not be classified as costs directly incurred? Cost directly incurred in bringing the asset. Okay, cost yang tidak related to asset. Okay, which one? Cinta. Cinta Fiska. What is the answer here?
Marketing cost.
Yeah, correct. Marketing cost. All right, marketing cost. Okay, how about number 3? Ahmad Shafi'i. True or false statement here? 80, correct. All right, very good response here. True or false statement?
True.
True statement, right? as in the slide, right? Probable future economic benefit, cost of the item can be measured reliably. Okay, how about number 4, Alifia? 50 correct answer. 43 incorrect. Okay. Alifia?
Yeah, staff training cost.
Staff training cost. Yes, right. Staff training cost, not an example of directly attributable cost. Okay. How about question number 5?
False.
False, ma'am.
Anyone? True or false statement?
False statement.
Yeah, false statement. So what is the definition of depreciation? Still remember definition of depreciation? It is an allocation of cost, right? Allocation of cost of an asset over estimated useful life, not fall in the value of an asset. All right. Okay, how about number 6? Number 6. Gain, expense or income?
False.
False, right. Okay. Gain on disposal, recognized as income, not as an expense in profit or loss statement. Okay, okay. Now, calculation part. Question number 7. Okay. What is the initial cost of the machine? A, B, C, or D?
D.
B, yes. Not including the staff training cost, because staff training cost, not direct cost, not related to the machine. So the initial cost is the purchase price plus transportation cost only. All right. Okay, number 8. How about number 8? Calculation of the depreciation expense. So what is formula to use? A. All right. Cost over estimated useful life of 50 years, right? 1.5 million divided by 50 years. So the answer is A. All right. So next, number 9. Accounting entry to record gain on disposal of equipment. A, B, C, or D?
D.
D, yes. Credit income in profit or loss. All right. The last one. Correct accounting treatment to record loss on disposal of the machinery.
D.
As expense.
Yeah, treated as expense in profit or loss. All right, very good. Okay. Any question to ask? Thank you for your response and participation. All right. Alhamdulillah. Okay. We have completed this session. All right. Thank you from me and Puan Nazira. Okay.
Thank
Puan
you,
Nazira
everyone.
want to say something?
Thank you everyone for participating. You are very good class in this for our today's session. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Madam Nana and Madam Kartini.
You're welcome.
Before we close the class, kita photo session dulu ya.
Boleh.
Turn on the camera, please. Oke. Sudah, nyalakan ya. Kita mulai dari layar yang pertama ya. 1, 2, 3. Lanjut ke yang kedua. Wah, banyak ini yang hadir ya. 1, 2, 3. Yang ketiga, ya dibuka. Oke, lanjut. Masih yang terakhir. Oke. Thank you, Madam.
Okay,
welcome.
okay.
Thank you, Bu Rizka, Pak Nurul.
Anak-anak, mau ada yang disampaikan ke Bu Nazira, Bu Nur Kartini? Halo?
Ya, itulah tidak
Thank you,
apa-apa.
Madam Nur Fatini.
Setakat yang mampu itulah yang kita persembahkan. Nanti di masa depan mungkin kita boleh collaborate lagi. Okay?
Okay, looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for today.
Okay, welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Mas
you for
Nurul.
writing.
Dan
Alright.
Esi.
Okay, bye. Hope to see you
Ya,
again.
bye.
Okay.
Ya,
Terima kasih anak-anak semua. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Madam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam.